Hello, everybody, and this is a new episode of the Boneheads podcast. It is one of the members. I am Connor. Here we also have Caden. Um, before you hear this, we recorded 3 minutes of the dumbest shit, and you forgot to hit record.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, trust and believe this podcast is.
Convention, so I can hurt you.
How many loopholes are in the Geneva Convention so I can hurt you? I have never been so graced with such a phrase, and to be honest with you, I frankly cannot say anything other than I'm proud of you for coming up with that statement, because that is what the fuck?
Thank you.
Like, Geneva Convention? Where the fuck did you pull out that?
Dude, college.
College, and be honest.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Education sometimes there, man.
Dude, it's there, you know. Boomstick and trench coat, boom, boom.
What?
Dude, okay.
Are you talking about like sniper or fucking like dynamite for boomstick?
The trench gun in World War One. The Germans like, no, stop using that, please. It's too powerful.
Please stop.
No, please stop. No more boom gun.
No, annoying sound.
We gave a fuck. We didn't really give a fuck because they used gas, so we were like, funny stickle, boom.
You had pandemic gas, we make stickle boom.
Stickle boom.
It's just like Black Ops 3 train go boom, but stick go boom.
Dude, oh my god, my fucking throat.
Dude, who fucked it good? Jesus.
Dude, I know, right? I feel like I'm Adam 22. What?
Adam 22,
yo, I'm sorry,
but you're actually Lena the Plug?
Dude, that is some crazy shit.
Because that whole ordeal,
he made a fucking tweet. He made a tweet about like outing this one dude for fucking his wife. He's like, you can't fuck my wife anymore. Dude, what?
No, bro, imagine the guy that he was talking shit on since no takebacks. Dude, that'd be crazy.
Oh my god. Like, how?
I personally, I don't know if I could ever have that happen with a person with me.
No, like, you're not a cuck.
That's true, but but hear me out. I have been told I tried one thing once, but that would be not that. I would try different things before that. I'm not getting into that because that's going to be a different time and a different thing. But
hold on, are we talking about the same thing here?
Sodomy
stuff that you. Okay.
Like I said, listen, I'm not getting into the topic of that because I want you know what? Since we brought the fucking rabbit out of the hat, you fucking magician, I'm about to fucking say my shit, okay?
Say it.
If I find the right person, the right woman, I'd let him peg me once. If I find that right woman, yeah, you know, I'd go through the shit, literally. They'd be running through my shit, but
there have been two girls that have like asked, like, hey, pegging? I'm like, what? I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Who is the one dude on Pornhub that is like super small?
It's like, what are you talking about, dude? That motherfucker said he's really small. I love how you're getting in depth. You're getting so there, dude. You know the really short guy. You're gonna go into more descriptions, and you think I'm gonna help you? I'm not Google, dog. I'm not Bing.
I don't want to look it up. I'm looking it up on the business email.
Oh fuck, dude. We're
It's
already, dude. Our business
We're going.
email. It's just
We're
not
really diving in deep here.
our
Shout out.
work.
We have a Twitter, by the way.
Oh my god! Yeah, shout out. We have a
Well, I
Twitter.
just look up porn. Okay, you know
While
what we're gonna
talking,
do?
I love how we're talking about porn, and then you're like, "Yep, by the way, just want to let
We
you
got Twitter.
know."
It's
we
the
have
same thing. Twitter's the same thing, dude.
Porn? I mean, they have like food porn, house porn, regular porn, probably furry, maybe scaly.
What's a scaly?
Imagine a furry, but scales.
Mm-hmm. So a lizard?
A lizard that wants to fuck a gizzard, you know?
That's that's good.
Right?
That's funny. I'm just too taken back to laugh.
Like the
I
lizard
don't
that
know
wants
the
to fuck
dude's
a
name.
gizzard?
I don't know the dude's name. I don't know the fucking dude's name. I don't want to look it up because I'm
Imagine
not
he was
into
part of
pulling up
Leonard Skinner.
Pornhub. Bro.
Sorry, I'm really just like on something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna support that.
I haven't even
Don't do
chiefed.
drugs.
I haven't even chiefed yet, Chief. Okay.
Okay, well,
You know I have that as your nickname on my phone, by the way. Very
Chief, is it
ADHD
actually?
moment, yeah. But that's what I have as your thing on my phone.
dude, it's on my phone. It says the captain, and you know that
The
mission in Black Ops 2.
captain.
You know the mission in Black Ops 2 where it's like you're fighting in Africa, and it's like you have to take down the something, and it's like this. It's the same mission where the guy is burning in the car, like the general.
I never
That's the
really
real
played Black
mission.
Ops 2. So like hey, just want to let you know the servers are back up.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
Because dude,
But,
I'm really happy about that, especially for like all the good fucking Black Ops games and the good Modern Warfare games, not 2019. I would say Cold War is probably the best COD 5 years indefinitely in the past 5 years. I don't know if that's a heated
what were the past
debate.
5 CODs?
Past 5 CODs, Vanguard was one of them. Cold War, as you could tell. Modern Warfare 2019, that was one of them.
Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4 was one of them. Even though like multiplayer Black Ops 4, it was honestly kind of fun. Like looking back at it. But that's retrospectively looking at it, you know what I mean, bro? Like if they took the healing mechanic out, it probably would have been one of the best.
Well, I only played zombies. I don't think I played a single match of multiplayer.
On BO4? Okay.
Never played a single match of multiplayer.
There
was no campaign either.
I wish I got into like competitive COD during Black Ops 4 because I would have been able to witness one of the greatest like clips of like a pro COD player ever with Optic Dashy getting a 5-man on Hardpoint in Oceanside. They were coming from like it's like you didn't play the multiplayer. I was about to try to say something there. So basically there's like a area that was like Brazilian or just like Central American area, like South American kind of like scene of just like a different or like some buildings around, and there's like this ramp that you're able to go down that's like streets and stuff, and then when you go down there's some other stairs, and then from going down those stairs you're able to hit a church. But what I was mentioning with the ramp though is that there was like a ramp going down the middle and then 2 stairways going on either side because it's a COD map. And just because of like everybody that was like trying to get on point and stuff, Dashy was all the way to like the fucking right, and everybody was just pulling up like in the areas that he was looking and just was beaming like a motherfucker. And sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was, but he is also named like Bruce because one day his voice just sounded like really deep, and like people called him that because it was like Batman like shit, and the name Bruce just kind of stuck.
Bruce.
And so whenever like he does something good in like the pro games, everybody's always like Bruce, 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 like shit like
I
that.
never understood esports. Like I can't get into it. I
I,
don't like I'm gonna be the one guy to say it. Like sure, it's such like a big thing now and like people do like the idea of esports. Like I know there's a thought process behind the games, but I don't see it as sports or maybe I'm just like too accustomed to like actual sports and not esports. Like I don't know anything about it. Like
I'm
even whenever like Fortnite started to get really big, we're like, oh, do competitions, all this shit, play for money. I'm like,
mhm.
okay, cool, but how are you gonna write this off on your taxes when you get $100,000 from the Fortnite or whatever? Like it's like okay, yeah, you busted your ass for 6 months preparing for something, and then you play for it, and then like okay, I don't see anything in it.
I
Like I know
mean,
it's gonna be such a
there's,
big thing soon, but
I mean, if you really like placed it next to, let's say, football, because you have a way better understanding of football compared to other sports, just based on like you playing it and everything. If you wanted
mhm,
to break it down, like bare bones for both like things for football and esports, teamwork is there. So
is yeah, no, I
baseline
know
thing,
that.
there's teamwork. That's like a thing that like you develop with like between sports and like school, you get like that. And
Hmm.
then with like what you were just talking about, like you train and like play matches and stuff until you get to a big finish. You legit do the same thing in football, and you legit do the same kind of practices. Granted, it's more mentally affecting you rather than like physically and mentally with football, but more often than not, like you're still having to work on your mental while you're doing stuff for physical, like when it comes to like contact sports. Because whether or not like you're really like built and hefty and like able to like fucking truck and knock people down, that's a really good trait to have. But if you're not able to have like a brain
Hey,
behind it, you know what I mean, and like be able to
oh
like
shit.
break people down, like looking like Ray Lewis, like where he was able to like get to the fucking like past the O line and able to just fucking dive in and be able to like get sacks. JJ Watt, another one of those people too. Like it's just like you're able to like compare it with like sports because it's basic. It's like watching football and watching like YouTuber like a person that plays games. You know what I mean? You're just watching somebody that's better at something than you are, and you're just getting an enjoyment from that. And that's what I also see with like gaming stuff because a lot more people like nowadays are more prominently surrounded with like online and like gaming stuff because that's just kind of how kids and just like the younger generation like us are nowadays, just because we're always like playing Xbox, playing on our PC or something like that majority of the time. That's granted, but I was just wanting to give a little bit of that
Yeah.
just to try to
No, dude.
counter what you're saying, just saying like,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
there
I get
is
it.
like these things to try to help you
I
understand.
don't know. I just like I never for me this is just me. I never understood it, but like I've seen the thing. I think it was in Dubai. I think it was somewhere in Dubai. It might have been Dubai. I could be so wrong though. There was a they're building a esports facility
Mm-hmm.
and it looks fucking incredible. But like recently, like I don't think I've actually played a game that I've enjoyed on Xbox in like 2 3 years. Like I can't get back into it. I've tried, but like again, you weren't in like Black Ops 2 that much, but when Black Ops 2 came out, I don't think I went outside for a whole summer. I woke up, played Black Ops 2, slept. Woke
Okay,
up, played
I
Black Ops 2,
I
slept.
totally get you. That
And
was Black Ops 3 for me.
for you, yeah. And like that was my fucking downfall because I gained so much weight and I didn't know how to like stop it. So I was like, fuck it, and I just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I like peaked at 392 pounds
Jesus
at
fucking
15
Christ.
years old. 15 years old. Because I'd never moved anywhere. I didn't move.
Connor, whenever
Like,
you jumped off a fucking like a water like I can't think of the fucking thing. Like what is the thing I'm trying to think of? Like the
diving board.
yeah, I couldn't think of that for some reason. My brain could not just like do it. But besides the point, bro, instead of cannonballing, you were Moabbing, dog. You know
Dude,
what I
no, dude,
mean?
I was full on Oppenheimering the
Fucking
fucking
Johnny
pool.
Tsunami type shit, dude. Just
Johnny
fucking hit.
Tsunami.
Yeah, just fucking
Dude, it
flop.
was bad.
Just hitting everybody
Cause
with
like
water.
I was so like, and like I feel comfortable saying shit like this now,
Yeah.
since I was once like overly obese. Cause
Oh,
like my doctor, um, said like, hey, listen, if you don't change what you're doing, you're gonna be dead at like 16, 17.
oh,
And now my doctor
legit.
is dead.
Damn.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
Anyway,
that guy. He really said that this was
bro,
gonna
really
happen.
preyed on my downfall, dude. Like I
Low
can't
key.
like, but
Yeah.
like I was in like such a bad state of my life, because like this was I don't want to get into like the family thing. That's not for people to know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was such like a rough time where that's like all I had. That like it was like, okay, I would go to school, come back home, play Xbox. Wake up, go to school, come home, play Xbox. Like I wasn't even doing good in school. And like my middle school and elementary school before I moved from Hershey to Pittsburgh was like horrible. Like the my Pittsburgh's middle school and elementary school was god awful. Like to the point where after I was going to high school, that school like shut down. Like
Because
black
of that?
mold everywhere. Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, dude. Black black mold, like just the school was falling apart, water leaks, all this shit, and it wasn't in a good area.
yeah.
Like I mean, I'm not I'm like not like I don't know why like I mentally compare myself to other people, and I would see like people in college like they're living in these mansions and shit, and I'm like, okay, that's the born with a silver spoon. I wasn't that like
Yeah.
at all.
Same here. Like
And
you're
so,
speaking to the
like,
choir
and
on that.
this is yeah, and this is like, I think we both like gained a sense of like responsibility with ourselves that
As well as
I mean, it's not like a
understanding.
humbling, like it's understanding exactly, and so I didn't know how bad I was doing because I was so in a state of like a trance of playing video games so I can just escape,
Yeah,
and
okay.
got worse and worse and worse and worse. Doctors, all that shit. And then when high school came, and I was bullied so bad. Like on the daily, it was like, "Oh, yo, what's up, Porky?" You know, all this fat shit. And I went to when Susan went to high school. It was a nicer high school. You know, it was sort of prestigious,
Mm-hmm.
but again, all I could afford was 1 year.
Yeah.
And so we wore a suit and tie every day.
Oh, I remember
And
that.
the
Yeah.
yeah, in the school was so one-sided to it's like even the teachers only respected you if you looked like the majority.
That's kind of fucked up.
And so I was treated like just scum. Like teachers would call me fat and shit. Teachers would tell me like slim down once in a while, eat a salad,
That's
and like I
crazy
was
to be honest.
actively trying.
No, I get
And
that. But like teachers doing that though, that's
oh
actually
yeah,
crazy.
teachers did it. Parents did. Parents said some shit, and I was like, yeah,
People
okay, I'll go
hands.
into a sport. And I tried soccer. I couldn't even run to the pitch. I couldn't run. and like there was fat over my ankles. Just like I couldn't see my feet. I was that fat. Like triple chin, just neck beard. Like it was awful because I didn't know what to do with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore year, it's like the rest of high school, because I moved to a public school, um, was so much better because I was actively in the gym and all this shit. And the moment I got under 300 pounds, I was like, when I hit 299, I was like, that was like peak. Like I was so happy with myself, and I'm like, okay, I can keep going with this.
Mm-hmm.
And like with football and everything, it was okay, lineman, you got to eat to stay away. We need you big. I was like, don't want to do that. I'm gonna be a defensive end. That was cracking shit. Um, which eventually stopped because my senior year was also a big setback in my weight because I was in almost a fatal car crash,
Damn.
and I was at a complete stop, and I was letting the person in front of me turn because we were already going slow. I'm like, okay, there was no one behind me. I'm like, okay, I'll let this guy go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Be generous. Out of nowhere, I look in my rearview mirror and I just see the headlights of a car in a flash, and like I still have trouble looking in a rearview mirror now to this day. But she rear-ended me going 79 miles an hour, and if she went under my car and flipped me, I would have been dead. If I was in any other car, I would have been dead. But I was driving a Jeep Commander from a 2007 Jeep Commander, had like 300,000 miles on it. Like this thing was running on
It was a seasoned vet.
God's will. Like this thing was just pushing it if it could. And like that set me off because my back was so bad. Because I banged my head off the windshield, banged my head off the dash, banged my head off the steering wheel. Like I was bleeding from the head. I walk out of the car, and the person that hit me died on impact.
Damn.
She was driving with crutches.
She was driving with crutches, like
She was
in
driving with
hand.
crutches. Yeah,
Wait, in hand she had them
that she had crutches in her hand
while driving.
while driving.
Oh, I was shitting around. What the fuck?
Yeah, in hand while she was driving.
Pennsylvania drivers, dude. Jesus
Dude,
fucking
they're bad.
Christ.
But
Really trying to
that
show off that
set
she's
me
got a
back.
disability fucking tag on her. Holy
Dude,
fuck.
it was a Kia Soul, I think.
And she
So
had no
that says a
soul. That's
lot.
crazy.
It says a lot. But
Yeah, that
that
fucking
set me back
soccer
my
mom
senior
wannabe is
year.
not able to do something. Sorry.
Dude, no, you're good. Fuck her anyway. I don't care. She's dead. But
Oh my god.
she brutally fucked up my back, and like I was like limping, and I had such a I couldn't tell if I had a concussion or not because there would be some points where I'm like, oh, I can't fucking stand, I can't walk. So I was like, oh, I'm completely fine. It was weird. I don't even know what it was.
I believe that might be like something of like contusion with your head for sure, or concussion.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And like I went to a chiropractor,
That
my
must have
healthcare.
felt amazing, by the way.
No, it hurt like a motherfucker.
At first, but
Oh, I stopped going
oh, because of how bad it hurt?
because of how bad it was. Again, this is in one of the worst areas of Pennsylvania now. Not Pennsylvania, just
Oh.
Pittsburgh itself, like New Kensington. And so, like, horrible. I felt sick every time she cracked a bone.
Oh.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this myself. So I would, a pull-up bar. I'd just hang, and I would like try and straighten on my back. It worked. If you have a back problem, hang off of a pull-up bar and just let your body drape down. Oh my god, it's amazing. It does wonders. But anyway, I gained a lot of weight because I couldn't like do anything. And with my
Mm-hmm.
body, I have like no metabolism whatsoever. So whatever goes into my body, just I have to get rid of.
Got it.
And like I don't know, it was rough. But now I'm like at the best I've ever been. I just told Caden before this. I did 3 hours of cardio.
Yeah.
Back then, I couldn't even run onto a pitch, let alone jog, because jogging was the same thing as running for me at the time. And I still find myself when I'm running. I do the fat boy run.
What do you mean, bro?
You know the fat boy run, where it's like your arms are so high up, and you're just kind of like you're putting all your body weight on one leg to another. You're like stumbling. You're just letting momentum go.
Like, not waddling, but if waddling had an older cousin.
Yeah, basically that.
Gotcha.
It was horrible, but like, I've got my deadlifts up, my bench, my squat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing all these different workouts, and this kid came up to me in the gym today, and he's like, he's like 16. I was like, he didn't even know I was 19 because I do look older.
Yeah, you do. Well, like between how you sound and then like more recently, especially just like based on like how big you are, you can kind of like use that to your advantage too.
Yeah, because like the tattoos
and
the,
like your height.
beard, yeah, that kind of throws a lot of people off.
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah, but like, I don't know. What? Holy shit! I'm
whoa,
stuttering.
hi there, dude. Fucking Porky Pig. Not calling you fat, but just calling the fucking Looney Tunes. You know?
Somebody, baby, somebody, somebody gun. You thought I was gonna say, son of a bitch, didn't you? Anyway, this kid came up to me and he was like, "Listen, I've seen you in the gym. You are an inspiration to me." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." He's like, "Yeah, I took this picture of you when you were working." I was like, "What?" It's like, "That's what I want to look like." And I was like, "He's like, do you have any tips?" I'm like, "Do I tell him the truth of how I was 400 pounds
He
and
might
had to
not
lose it
believe
all,
that though.
do I say like, dude, just dedication, really?" Because it was a lot of dedication. Like, I wouldn't have been to where I am today with like any of that bullshit.
I would say like if I was your conscious like going into it, like, you know what I mean, like thinking about it, like since everything came to pass now, I would have said like make it simple, but like kind of mention like that there was like hardship, or like try to like sprinkle it with like mentioning, I guess, I don't know, just to like have them know like it wasn't just like you were like fine like growing up as a kid, you know.
Yeah, and like, it was so weird because I didn't have a physical role model, like someone where like I want to look like that. Like, I didn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger because like I knew I wouldn't look like that. Like, that's like cycles of steroids.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to look like that, like being
Yeah,
that
no,
big.
dude.
Nah, that
That's
just
just
seems
inconvenient.
difficult. It just seems difficult to like maintain.
Oh, it'd be like you. I don't know. I watched his documentary, and his caloric intake was, I think, like close to 7,000.
It's fucking nuts.
And I'm like, holy shit! And like the Rock's cheat day is like 12,000. I'm like, holy shit! Do you need that much?
Well, it's
It's
probably
three
just
pounds,
because
dude.
it's probably because it's The Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And
guess.
it's a cheat day. He's
Yeah,
gonna fuck
dude.
around. He's
He's
got
gonna fuck
money.
around. He's gonna find
It's a
out.
cheat day. He works fucking hard. He's gonna play fucking hard.
Dude, he's a legend. But
He's the fucking people's champ, my man.
he is.
He literally is just like out like bitch talked fucking what is it, Vince McMahon, as well as probably even fought the fucking dude, might I
Vince
add.
McMahon is just such.
He's a
I don't know.
character.
He's a character, but it's like,
He's a,
dude,
like
lay down for a second.
he's a character, but he's a character, you know what I mean? Like his personality, like he's able to like influence and do so much just based on, you know, him being fucking Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, like, exactly. But I thought it was funny. I watched this interview with Stone Cold. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
One beer. Hell yeah. Two beers. Three beers.
4 beers.
And a Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
But
dude.
I I didn't know he made his decision to just like do the look and shave the head in Pittsburgh
Mm.
with what was the one dude, Stardust?
Mm.
Like
That's
he
my
did it in
grandpa's
Pittsburgh.
fucking goat. Shout out that guy. Gold Dust
Stardust?
and yes,
Gold
wait.
Dust.
Yeah, Gold
Gold Dust or
Dust.
Stardust?
Are you how recent was him like fully shaving it off? Was that like back in the day?
This was like back in the day. When
Yeah. That's got to be Gold Dust then. Like I said, that's my grandpa's favorite WWE character or guy. My dad loved The Rock. I'm a John Cena kid.
You're a John Cena kid?
Yeah, I grew up with John Cena. I remember him like having like the orange like text and like the barbed wire like shit. Like I've been in the trenches type beat watching him type also type shit. Not like when he was a rapper, not when he was a rapper like kind of thing, but like back in like 06, like 07 WWE. Cuz I remember I had like those and I remember seeing some of those characters. Like I remember Christian a little bit with Edge and like the fucking Hardy brothers.
Dude, the Hardy Boys are insane. They were the whole reason that they had to like do not attempt this at home.
Yeah,
like,
because
that was so sick.
Because the fucking frog splash, dude, just flying in the air, swanton bomb. Like, how would you not want to be a fucking kid flying in the air, colliding with somebody, you just getting back and fucking ready to go again? Like that shit is just dope as fuck.
Swanton bomb, baby. Like also, Rey Mysterio was sick to me too, dude. I love Rey Mysterio. I would like wrap around a fucking like when I was a kid, I would wrap around like a pole. And it's like 619, bitch.
Yeah, bro.
I would, like, beat the fuck out of my neighbor, dude. He was an asshole.
Yeah, man, dude.
He threw a skateboard at my head, and I like started bashing his head in with a roller.
Really?
Oh, dude, we were like neck and neck every time we hung out.
Oh my god, dude.
We were always like trying to find new ways to fight. Eventually, we got to boxing.
Oh, that was just fun.
We were in the front yard with both of our parents just watching us as we just start beating the shit out of each other. Like we did, like what are they gonna say? No, just stop.
I mean,
we were neck and neck. They couldn't stop that. They were paying.
They were paying. They were.
This was like back then.
It was what we wanted to do, too. Like what you wanted to do.
Oh yeah,
dude. I almost
we would like pull a couch cushion out of his house, and we would like find like someone's like if they had like a back of a truck, we would jump on the back of the truck, and we would put the pillow on our chest, and we would jump as high as we could, like the Hardy Boys, jump as high as we could, and try and land on each other.
That's crazy.
Just scream, "Get fucked!"
Oh my god, bro! My buddy Justin, he's like my brother that like I've known for like the longest time, or I would call him my brother now because I've known him for like 2 decades, basically as long as I've had a memory, kind of. And he's one of those people that like when I was growing up, like him and I connected through watching WWE at a point in time as kids. And like between that, like Bakugan, like playing that, and like Beyblades and shit, but it was more WWE than anything though. And what it was him doing the pedigree move and almost breaking my back. Dude, as a kid.
But those were good times.
Dude, I miss those times. Like I still remember like between that, I also remember like weirdly, fondly how me and my brother and my buddy Justin would be hanging out, and I had this like Indiana Jones whip, and I don't know why, but we were all fucking with it, and next thing you know, Trav got hurt, or somebody got hurt, and I think it was my fault or it was my buddy Justin's fault. But at the end of the day, you know what I did, being the fucking mean older brother as a fucking guy growing up to Trav? I said, it was him. Trav did it. And next thing you know, like, he was getting pissed. He would be getting furious. And then I would be a little shit to my brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love him to death. Like, believe me, like, if anybody ever says that they're gonna try to beat the fucking kid up, I swear to God, their life is gone. Like, type shit. Because it's my brother. But, like, when it comes to me and him, dude, I remember like we've been able to play or like do WWE shit, and he recalls, and I gave into it now because at the time he kind of was like kicking my ass because he literally was having like weird like brute strength of a fucking thing like in him. Like he does things now where it's like bear hugs and he literally crushes your fucking like rib cage. And so we were like doing like a WWE match, like me, our buddy Jack, my brother, and like two other people. And bro, my brother was kind of throwing down. Like he kind of was like showing everybody the fuck up.
Kind of killing it, dude.
Like everybody had wait no the like living room at our mom's house that we called the Hobbit hole because it literally had just 3 base rooms and it was like under 500 square foot. And we were like I said, we were like fucking wrestling and shit like upstairs. But my mom decorated the floor with like pillows and like an air mattress just so that we could fuck around one time. And dude, and I swear to God, like I said, Trav had his moment. He was trying to fight for that world heavyweight championship belt we had as a kid, bro. I was always a WWE champion because I'm the tall, scrawny motherfucker that could be elusive but throw my strength like I'm fucking Rock Lee or like some shit like that. Just fucking showing up.
Bro,
But
for real, thought he was Andre the Giant.
motherfucker, bro. Like, I wasn't big, but I could fee fi fo fum these bitches up, you know?
Dude, I like some of the shit that I played as a kid. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it was Rundown. Do you remember Rundown?
I've never heard of Rundown.
Okay, so be at a buddy's pool.
Mm.
We'd have one spot and another spot, and be one person in the middle. It was kind of like Death Run, if you've seen that in like Gmod shit, kind of like Death Run. But at the time, we were like, oh, let's just use a tennis ball. You know, it'll only leave a welt. We didn't have a tennis ball one time, so it was like, let's grab a baseball.
Oh, somebody's eye or his head got caved in.
Oh no, dude, I got cracked in the rib.
Ooh.
And I was running. Oh my fucking god, the scream. I screamed so loud. Like, dude, because I was like running beside people so I wouldn't be in the line of fire. But then the one dude I was right next to stopped. And I was wide open. And then this kid, it was like 3 years older than us. Like, he actually played baseball.
Oh, he threw a piss missile?
A fucking heater, yeah, like an actual piss missile at my rib. I was like fucking like 9 years old.
Damn.
And I'm like over here like gasping for air. And my dad just looks at me. He's just like, eh.
You can walk it off.
It's fine.
Motherfucker said
he's still moving. He's good. He's still moving. He's good. He's moving. He's good. He's good. Let him get up. You know, he's moving. He's good. Like, fucking.
Bro, you want to hear some shit that happened to me when I was a kid, dog?
What?
When I was a kid, when my mom and dad were together they were together until I was 3, but I think they got together in like late 90s. And what happened was I had between a TV and a dresser fall on me in that house under the age of 3 or around the age of 3, having both of those things happen to me. I was a fucking curious ass kid. I was like Curious George, but not a monkey, you know?
Dude, like,
technically I was climbing a tree because it was a dresser. It was wood. It just didn't have like leaves and shit at the top. I believe that every kid has done something where they've climb on an appliance or like object that's like way too big and way too obscure to try to climb, but you're like, I'm gonna climb that motherfucker.
Just look at the bottom. It's like, it's doable.
It's like whenever you see like a fucking like Oompa Loompa try to look up at like trying to get on like a fucking loft bed,
Dude.
like type shit. Like I'm gonna get up there.
Why did you say it like that?
Just cause,
The
like,
conqueror, motherfucker.
because, dude, like you seen the Gene Wilder fucking Willy Wonka?
Mm-hmm.
The fucking Oompa Loompas in that. I remember my mom said she got scared as shit as a kid watching that, and like
Dude,
even
I
watching that
hated
now,
those.
like it's just weird. They look like Donald Trump if he was obsessed with money enough to dye his hair green. They're short
They
enough
are
probably
just
already.
mini DTs. Just mini DTs.
Probably got the same mind capacity, just not for business. That's where
Yeah,
Willy
probably
Wonka be
just-
coming through.
Probably why. I don't know, man. I think there's probably a reason why Willy Wonka keeps them out in the basement. If they got outside and start screaming some bullshit.
Just
They got that
fucking
DT
we've been
I
hiding
fake my
in the
taxes
basement.
and you should
Help.
too.
Huh?
I said I fake my taxes and you should too.
Oh my god, dude.
On the spot, motherfucker. But dude, fucking I remember as a kid, I was like, my parents like didn't let me watch Jurassic Park for the longest time. I'm like,
why?
because again, we didn't have like Netflix or like a Redbox.
Oh, okay.
So it would be like we'd either have to buy the CD or just if it ever came on TV, and we still had a VHS player.
Did you have the
And we had-
Rugrats movie, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that movie.
The orange tape, correct?
Yeah.
All right, just want to make sure. Continue.
We all had it. But I when I first watched it, I'm like, this is fucking sweet. Why were they hiding this from me? And then I watched the second one. I'm like, why the fuck are they in New York now?
Why
How the fuck they get
is
there?
how the fuck is Vince Vaughn here? He's from
Where did you come
Chicago.
from? Where did you how did you get here? And then I gave up. I was like, first one's good, that's it.
Dude, the third one with Frank from Shameless, it's actually pretty good. It's really good. It's the one where the mom's yelling out,
Dude, your
just
mic's-
yelling out,
your
like
mic's
peeking.
popping off so
Yeah, I
bad.
know, dude. They're gonna be able to hear it in audio, but you're gonna have to hear it through there. But basically, she's just screaming out, Kevin! Just like trying, just like me right now. And it's just really good. I thought it was cool because they had the like one T-Rex that's like the Spinosaurus or whatever that had like the like weird shit on its back. It like looked like the thing from like you remember the first Jurassic Park, like the acid spitting one that shot the shit in the dude's eye or like the goop. Yeah, like you know how the back of that had like a dorsal fin kinda, but it wasn't a dorsal fin. Yeah, it's not the one thing that I'm talking about though. It wasn't a Stegosaurus because it's like a T-Rex kind of body, but it had that back,
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Oh, I'm trying. Whoa. Talk about a revelation.
Sidebar, dude.
Sidebar.
I was scrolling through my my TikTok.
Oh.
No. That's you.
That's
you.
I don't have a Pornhub.
You sound like the picky motherfucker that goes to like page 2000 to find the right video. I'm just saying.
Hey,
like
I'm the guy that sometimes like when I like try to like get in there, I'm like trying to just get in and out.
So, Speedy Fap.
Sometimes. I got shit to do, bro. You know?
So it's like, I scheduled it. So I go to work now, make 2 cups of coffee, jerk off for 5 minutes, then go back to work. Like,
no, that's not the case.
I
That's
don't skip on time.
Dude, Time is a currency that only you can spend, okay? Weirdly, that I use that quote for that particular situation. But do you get what I mean, bro? Like, I value my time, as you can tell, bro. Speedy nuts are good nuts sometimes, you know?
I don't know.
Some people find it as a good performance on their part. You want to know my source?
Who's your source?
Abella Danger from a Barstool Sports video.
Okay.
What?
She's also probably in a fucking time crunch. I don't know.
She probably like isn't, to be honest. The amount of money she has.
Yeah, but like, does she have a baby?
I don't think she has a child. You're talking about Lana Rhodes, which she went to my high school, or the sister high school.
I remember you said that.
Yeah, she went to East, bro. She went to McHenry East. Just like one of the pitchers for the Dodgers, now Bobby Miller. He's from West, and I remember seeing and like him walking through school, being the fucking 6'6" pitcher that he is. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, it was weird, like, just seeing a gargantuan man just fucking walk around, just, like, being the person that he is. Like, he always had slick back hair, like, he looked like he was a baseball player, like, soccer player, you know what I mean? Like, he was just always, like, he was well-dressed and kept up well. Like, he definitely fucked. He definitely fucked. He probably got Lana Rhodes before she left, like the last year, you know, like senior year.
Like, he foxed it.
Yeah, he fucks. Yeah. But, dude, he got picked first round, Dodgers, 30th pick in first round, and had like $2 million in signing bonus. In just signing bonus. That's MLB money for you, dude. Just in the signing bonus.
And why are we not talented?
Connor, I'm talented in the ways of being an amazing person.
Yeah, but you can jerk it off in 5 minutes.
All right, dude. But if I'm gonna be honest though, like, if you want to like get onto that topic real quick, no, okay, let me explain then. Like, if you, like, since you say we're quote-unquote not talented, what do you think if you were able to put, like, in your aspect of your personality that you think is very, like, beneficial, outshone, and, like, makes you, like, very glad to be the person that you are? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think?
I'm not happy with who I am, dude. I hate myself.
Or figuratively, or the face you put on, okay. But I'm just saying, like, what like feature of you do you think, if you were able to make money off of that, like, it would be like great to be able to do? Just because.
Childish answer or the actual answer?
Legitimate. I would like the legitimate answer, but if you want to mention the childish one, just get it off your chest.
Childish one, cock.
Okay.
Real one, I think probably like the best like feature. Probably my arms, really.
I mean, like, it doesn't have to be like physical traits. Like, I wasn't talking.
Oh!
I was gonna like mention, like, I was gonna use my personality, like, just the like caring and like giving person that I am. Like, I'm just naturally like good-hearted. Like, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I am just very like nice, wholesome, and like I try to like I just try to be a peacemaker a lot of the time, or just like peacekeeper, maybe. I'm not the Black Ops 2 Evolution or Uprising DLC weapon. Goated gun. But yeah, I just feel like I've always like been told, I'm not like, again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I've just been told I've been able to like either help out like situations to get better with just like being there at times. Between family and friends, and then also just like getting to meet people and just like helping people kind of like stick at places just based on personality. And yeah. I'm not like trying to like everybody like watching and hearing, I'm not trying to use this to like gloat or like try to say anything. I'm it's just like a legit question.
Just being honest.
Yeah, it's just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to like sugarcoat shit. Like, anything that I say, to be honest with you, is truthful until I have to hide it because we're gonna like plant some shit, you know? Because that's when we have to do it. Like when Uzi like bullshits about an album, you know? But yeah, the not straight from the topic though. What would you say would be yours then?
Um, relatively, I think I have like just like a shit personality. Like I don't think I'm not special in that. Just probably just the ability to not think for myself and just like I put others in front of myself. Really, that's it. I think I have a shit personality. I think I have like a bunch of fucked up problems.
Everybody's got problems. It's just a matter about how you try to go about fixing them, or if you actually analyze those problems as problems. That separates, that's what separates different people from being as good as they can be, and like the like overall ceiling of their personality and just like person as a whole. It's just like if they're not able to really analyze their problems that they have and like try to fix it, then they're not going to be able to be good in a lot of different situations because they're not even able to do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at bottling up my emotions. I've done it for the past 7 years.
Same here. Like
I'm like an expert.
I went to a therapist and I graduated from a therapist. I need to go to a therapist, but I am my therapist. I had also another therapist, but he died because he took perks because he tried to get out of a jail sentence on the Midway airport.
Holy shit! You serious?
That's how Juice WRLD died. I would say he's my therapist before my therapist because he literally made me see like all my issues after his passing because I realized that there was like gonna be nothing else that he can make that's gonna be original and new other than like what he probably has like in vaults of like music, which is like a fuck ton, don't get me wrong, and it's like ideas and like themes and like a lot of stuff that he had, but like I'm being legit though, like once he passed, like I was emotional the day after, like after hearing a song because I didn't realize how much like his music really just like subconsciously solved a lot of my problems.
Yeah, because I mean, I can definitely say like I've been affected by music a lot.
Yeah.
Because for most of my life, all I had to myself was music. It's like people like, oh, you were invited. The fuck are you doing here? Like I was never invited to shit because like, oh, who wants the fat kid to come? Whenever I was younger, so like, I would listen to music all the time too. And like I found so many good artists, and most of them are like they either like stopped or dead. And they were like younger artists too. It's like I first started off on Holy Grail SoundCloud.
Man,
like, dude, I first like
I miss
before
old
Juice WRLD got
SoundCloud.
big. Before Juice WRLD got big, I listened to Lucid Dreams. I was like, oh, this is a good song. It was what 2017. I first listened to Juice WRLD. I'm like, oh, this is good.
Did you listen to like any of his like Juice the Kid stuff, like his like 30 hours like freestyle, like the Kanye beat, and shit like that, or no?
No, because I wasn't too involved.
I get you. I would say if you ever feel like you want to get involved, like I've told you numerous times before, I have a shit ton of unreleased. So if you want to,
I know you do. You have a fuck ton of it.
Like if you want to hear, like there's a song called Biscotti in the Air, bro. Like it is so fucking goated. I get like so happy listening to that because it's like a mix and mastered like song that should come out for an album and as like a single, and it's been kind of teased, but like I said, it got leaked and everything. So if you ever wanted to try to get a listen, I could do that.
Yeah, for sure. I just scrolled to the very bottom of my SoundCloud. I have Suwaki N, Killy, Nothing Nowhere. Nothing Nowhere is getting better though.
Yeah, nothing. Dude, I did not really pick up on him until I was so. the
I
time
showed
that
you him, too.
I think at a point, I think you showed me him like one time, and then yeah, I think it was the time you showed me. Never mind. I have another memory with that song then. That was like
Yeah.
with my buddy Caden, and I saved us from getting in an accident because he was like he smoked, and then next thing you know, like he was like we were in high school at the time, and he was just like driving, and then he didn't see a car pulling up, but he was like trying to like just go quick just because the situation we were in was kind of skittish with being in like an urban area, like suburb part of it that's not too like looking good. So we were
Mhm.
trying to skirt out, and like I was saying, there was a car that was like pulling up. I'm like, yo bro, what? Next thing you know, like we stopped, like thankfully, and the guy passed, and he's like, holy fucking shit, like seriously dude, like if you didn't say shit. So like that was saying, that was the memory I had with it. But
Yeah.
nothing nowhere though, like the song with him talking about like playing guitar like Santana, that shit is hard as
Mhm.
fuck.
It's an
Like
amazing song.
it is.
It's actually the one I have on here, too.
Yeah. What's the
I,
song title if you don't mind me asking, just so people could know?
Hammer
Hammer.
by Nothing
Understood.
Nowhere. Um, you know the actor for Baby Driver, Ansel Elgort?
He does
He made
music.
music.
Yeah, he made a song
Supernova
with.
was my favorite song all 8th grade.
I didn't listen. I only listened to the Logic song. I'm gonna be honest, cause
You
like
liked Logic.
yeah, I liked Logic. Like I heard Incredible True Story, like the Fadeaway song,
Hmm.
and that's what kind of drove me to like listen to his stuff. And that was like, to be honest with you, the beginning of my like Spotify like searching music journey, and that was like with rap music more in particular, because this is like me like at post talking to my mom being like, yo, can I listen to my own music? And it's not a big like, it to some it may just seem like a weird thing that it's like big for me, but just at the time like my mom just had like a restraint on like explicit music. So when
Hmm.
I asked like, "Hey, can I listen to my own music? Are you gonna get mad?" She's like, "No, why would I get mad?" And just like in general, as I was growing up, I just wanted to listen to explicit stuff because I know that's just like what made a song better, was just like the added emotion with those words. Because
Hmm.
that's how people express themselves, especially nowadays. I do it with myself. I'm a sailor. I don't mean to be a sailor. I'm a captain, Capcaden,
I
but
scream, dude. I fucking swear so much.
it's
I
bad.
gotta stop. I have to stop, dude. It's getting to the point where it's like becoming an issue. Like I would be talking to someone like important,
Mm.
like at my job, and I would just I don't know, we're saying, yeah, that fucking idiot. I'm just like, oh, I said it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but
Saying that to a child.
oh, I hate kids. I hate
Okay,
kids.
but you were saying, was it about
Um,
music still, or?
yeah. And so I was again looking through my SoundCloud. I
Mm.
see old XXX Tentacion,
Oh,
like
dude.
really old.
Like you were
Um,
listening to like stuff that didn't get on like other streaming
Vice
platforms yet.
City.
Yeah,
I
like
was
that
listening
didn't get
to
on
Sipping Tea
the.
in Your Hood. I
Yeah,
was
that was
listening
all like
to
stuff that didn't get on the platforms for a bit.
yeah, what was the one? The Devil Talked to Me in San Diego, California or something. Um,
One,
fuck.
I would have to look through Spotify real quick. But what?
His Christmas fucking shit.
Dude,
That was
the
good.
freestyle, dude, I love that. That's one of my like. If we're gonna just get on a like little X like topic, like I love talking music, as you can tell. Like it's one of my
Mm,
favorite things in the world. Like when it comes to X, like I I want to ask you because I know you're a big fan of X, and I would love to hear your opinion on this.
okay.
Would you declare Fuck Love featuring Trippy Red as a SoundCloud classic? Like it's a classic in
No,
the like grand scheme of like SoundCloud,
no,
like that era.
not at all. Not at all.
No?
Not even close.
What do you mean?
Because the and this is whenever I was frequently like always looking into SoundCloud
Mm-hmm.
of like what made SoundCloud. Um, Tummy Tuck by X, and what's the other one? Fucking the I don't want to do this anymore, and Young Brats. Those were like the big three.
Gotcha.
Like X, I don't want to do this anymore. Is like I think that was on his 17 album. He put it on 17 album.
Which one?
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's on Revenge.
Revenge.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was gonna say I really like that song, like that Revenge album. I'm gonna be honest, like that is like almost a no skip.
Most of the stuff for me is a no skip because it's kind of like, oh, I'll be walking through the fucking halls in class and just pop on X and just
like imagine yourself. Yeah, no, I get you.
Just fucking screaming.
Dude, for me, 2016 Uzi, like hit me like a truck.
That was also like
dude, then maybe we could call Love vs. the World as a classic album from that time.
I also listened to I Love Mackinnon. And that introduced me to early Lil Peep.
I did not really listen to Mackinnon all too much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think it was in like a Drake song or some shit, and then he came irrelevant again. But
I remember that Mahid Jordan got those one song with Drake, the like Too Much song. Next thing you know, that became like really big.
Yeah.
By the way, since we're on the topic of just like people that were with Drake or like are associated with Drake, do you think the Party Next Door and Trippie Redd featured song Excitement emulates the same feeling as you would listening to Patience?
Yeah.
Like you would like say they're like literally maybe not carbon copy, but they're clones of each other, you'd say? Okay, I just want to make sure it's not just me, because I thought I've asked other people and they like either said, hey, like I don't know Excitement, or like they just don't know what I was talking about for Pink Tape, and that's like big oof. But I don't know, when it comes to like rappers like Uzi and Trippie and just like that kind of like scene, like that's what I predominantly listen to and like I get news about. And it's always just like interesting to like hear about the stuff, as well as just like getting into like listening to their own release, because I'm just that kind of person.
I was recently introduced to somebody because I was scrolling through TikTok and this girl came up. I was like, wait, this kind of sounds like early Evanescence. Like, this is really good. So I commented, I'm like, hey, listen, this is going to be on repeat for like a month. And I have the demo of this song by Amira Elfkey. Dude, this song is fucking incredible. Like, and it's she only has 1,600 monthly listeners.
Okay.
Nothing. But she deserves so much more. Like, even though she has 3 songs, dude, each and every single one of them are incredible. And I caught myself at the gym today, like listening to the song on repeat like 7, 8 times. Like, dude, such a good song. But like even if like we tried playing it on here, I don't know if it'd come up because what does it play? What does our music thing play off of?
Oh, we'd have to go into like a VC for that.
Yeah, but the song is absolutely incredible. I suggest everyone listening go listen to her song. I'm like, back then I wasn't super big on like the emo goth rock genre, but like some of the stuff that's coming out now, like Dear Death, Amira Elfkey, Vidra, What else? Trying to think, because I know a song from like 2007 is resurging again from Super Heaven, Youngest Daughter.
Yeah, I was, dude.
That's
I
I don't know why it's
heard that,
resurging now, because that's like OG fucking dad rock, and I grew up on
and
dad
that's
rock,
like
dude.
a
That shit was sick. Like Creed and all that, dude. Fuck yeah.
so fun fact with Creed. My mom heard Arms Wide Open when she heard the news from the doctor that I was going to be a boy. Like, as soon as she turned on the radio, she heard the "When arms wide open,
Arms wide
under the
open.
sunlight, welcome to this place." Like,
Creed's so good, dude.
dude, like that shit, like I love music where if you just like sing a little off key but still in tune, that like everybody smiles and joins in.
Yeah.
I love that music so
It's
much.
rolling. Arms wide open. Such a good song, dude.
Dude, you know what's another
Um,
song that's like that? It's Dig by Incubus.
yeah.
Incubus
Fuck, I
is
didn't think
good
you
as
knew
fuck.
about Incubus,
Dude,
dude.
no,
Oh my god.
my dad introduced me to Incubus with showing me Dig just because of like how like emotional of a song that like it
Such a
was
good
to him.
song.
And my dad also has the song My Hero with Foo Fighters associated
My
to my
mom's
grandpa.
favorite song. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
My
oh, you're saying?
I don't know if you agree with this at all, but I have so many
Words
so
are
many
hard.
memories. They are very hard. So many memories of Nickelback.
Mm-hmm. Like, dude,
Dude,
I remember
oh
listening
my
or getting
god.
into Nickelback at a point in time and listening to She Gets Me Up All Night and literally having that on repeat just because of
Dude,
the
Animals, bro.
She Gets Me Up all night.
Dude,
Dude, between that and
Animals,
then,
I knew word for word whenever I was like 8 years old. I'm driving back on black. Just got my license back. I got this feeling
dude,
in my veins. This train
it's
is coming off the
good.
track. I last polite if the devil needs a ride because the angel on my right hand hanging out with me tonight. Such a good song, dude. Holy fuck, I love it.
Dude, Rockstar Photograph. Dude,
Photograph, Rockstar,
speaking of WWE, Burn It to the Ground being
Burn
the
It to the Ground.
WWE Raw
Yeah.
main theme for like how long? I wanna say a decade just to be generous.
Yeah, I
To
would give it
the
a decade too.
I would say a decade because it was definitely like there for like a good bit. And you know
Like,
what song? Speaking of WWE, sorry for interrupting, but
mhm,
that I remember listening to for promotional stuff that I got really into
what?
was I think the WWE like WrestleMania, like the one that had like The Rock and John Cena, the like that huge match that was gonna be like a thing. I remember, I think it was during that time or a different time, but there was a song by Teenage Tempha called "Written in the Stars,"
I don't even
and
think I've heard that.
dude, that song is so good. I was like obsessed with that. That was also when I was obsessed with like listening to the like soundtrack to Rugs, the Nickelodeon movie with the guy that's now known as Max as like a stage name, but he went
Hmm.
by like his like whole
Yeah.
first and last name. And the Rags movie, I was obsessed with it, especially for the here we go. And, like it was like he was just getting into it, just tonight, and dude, it was like Troy Bolton if he had like brunette hair and really wanted to be artsy instead of being the
Yeah.
like fucking what's it called?
Yeah.
Fucking sports and his like parents like turned into like Peter Parker's backstory type shit.
Dude,
Like
I
it's like a Cinderella story almost with like his like steps instead of stepsisters, stepbrothers,
whoa. I
trance type beat.
I remember This was I was like fucking like fifth grade,
Mm.
and I was going through because I also used Pandora at the time. Fucking forbidden thing to
Same.
listen to music.
No. All right, let's hear my hot take real quick.
Okay, hot take.
I personally think if you really want to search for music that's more similar to like a particular track, Pandora is way better because one, like how you're talking about it right now, like you touch it with like disdain. That way of like not touching and listening to stuff, you're able to get authentic, organic, new like songs that are actually closely related because it's not going to take part in like your interests that you already had.
Dude, I'm just saying, I regret having Pandora, but
You know, LeBron doesn't pay for Pandora.
What?
He doesn't pay for like Pandora Plus or whatever, like the premium like thing, because he's like the biggest cheapskate in like the NFL or NBA.
Fair enough.
Imagine if he went to the NBA or NFL, dude. He'd be a dope ass tight end. I'm gonna be honest.
Fuck no. I do not want to catch a ball. I want to hit people.
I was talking about LeBron James.
Inflict harm. Oh.
Yeah, like him as a. I feel like he'd be a tight end. Yeah, like between the body, like his body and everything, and then just like I guess it goes with body is just like the height.
Megatron, dude.
Oh, he could be dude. He could have been fucking Megatron.
But you can't take it away from Big Calvin.
No, like you can't take dude. He'd be, what is it? He'd be Optimus.
I think he'd be. I feel like
Starscream.
Oh my god,
dude! Imagine if you got nicknamed Starscream. That's such a crazy fucking name. Like thinking about it, bro. Like for like referencing people, like Optic Dashy, he's got Batman. Bro, that'd be cool.
what was I gonna say? Fucking. The only reason I remember Pandora fondly was because of Sean Paul. Fucking
shake
Sean
that
Paul, dude.
Thing. It's not a shake that thing. It's not a oh, there,
I was like, Mom, play this song. It's a good song. And I'm in the back seat. They're going, let's shake that thing. Let them shake that.
Dude, do you know the movie Home? The one that had that movie. I was thinking of the song that had Sean Paul in that.
Oh fuck.
Oh, dude.
I don't remember.
By the way, everybody watching, I am literally a Shazam at times. Like I can remember stuff. Like I can recall like stuff from like certain like movies and shit that like people don't know. Like people have told me whenever I've referenced Barnyard that it's like a fever dream movie that they don't even remember watching.
Yeah, I still remember, but why do you?
I remember like all of it fondly for some reason. Like I still can, like I can see clear as day the like brown, like dark brown, but like little bit like tan spotted cow that was Otis's dad singing Johnny Cash's fucking Won't Back Down, like as he's getting fucking ran up on by the wolves and like getting shit on, dude. Like rip. That's the Barnyard's the movie, that's the show. See, yeah, like that. Like I have weird knowledge like that. Like
what was the one? It was, dude, I got an arm. All right. Dude, I quote that shit like all the time, and no one gets it except you.
It's called Dude. Dude, like, you know what's one of my favorites, bro? The fucking.
Dude,
and then the fucking like haired monster that goes fucking crazy like the Tasmanian devil, bro.
Tasmanian devil, dude.
Fucking
do you remember? Do you remember? It was like, Gerald, There's a cow outside. It's a cow farm.
Oh yeah, the
Gonna be cows
TikTok trend.
outside.
Yep. It's a
There's gonna be
cow
cows outside.
farm. There's gonna be cows outside.
It's gonna cow farm. We're gonna be cows outside.
God damn it, Jenny! It's just goddamn cows.
Cow farm. Gonna be cows outside. Why? Why the fuck do I remember this shit?
Dude,
Why do I remember this shit?
you know what's one of those like things that I can sometimes pull out of like the inner mechanism of my the back of my mind?
Yeah.
The talking toaster movie that was made in like the late like 90s, early 2000s. That was like
Ew, that's
talking, and it had
gross.
like the fucking vacuum as like a fucking overlord gangster, fucking maybe not gangster, but just like boss guy. You know what I mean though? You know what I'm talking about? Even better, you know the action figure movie that you're able to, or that they come to life like Toy Story but like not animated, Small Soldiers?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That movie is goated as fuck. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I gotta rewatch it.
You gotta rewatch
It's like Indian in the cupboard. Like you don't like remember those until like somebody mentions it, or like you think about school sometimes for like what they showed for like class movies. Like I remember watching Apollo 13 in class with like a lollipop that had like a like fucking plastic like end instead of like a rubber, or not rubber, I meant that would be weird. But I mean like paper like stick. Do you know what I'm talking about for those? Or
Yeah. I'm gonna like this is such an obscure thing to say because I doubt
what the
anyone
hell
fucking
was
knows.
that?
I don't know, but don't worry about it.
Okay. The demons coming out.
Fucking dude. So this is gonna be such an obscure thing.
Oh
I don't think anyone knows, but I grew up as like a baby watching it. Jakers. Does
no.
anyone know Jakers?
I like
It
how
is
you're
like
asking more people other
Jakers.
than me. Like,
Yeah,
does
true.
anybody?
Does anyone please know Jakers, dude?
Oh, yo.
Jakers is an Irish children's show.
Oh, okay.
Ireland, like Irish children's show.
Yo.
And we never knew why
Oh.
we had it, but we had it. And it was fucking awesome, dude.
One of those shows that not a lot of people know, but some of my friends from Canada kind of know because it's like a Canadian show. It was made by the same people by Total Drama Island, but it's called 16. Between that and Stoked. It's like the same premise of like Total Drama Island, or like it's got like the idea of like teenagers as like the cast. And for 16, it's about six teenagers who basically like try to work in a mall, and like over exaggerated stuff happens. And it's like a really good series. Like it's like all Canadian based, so instead of uh or instead of like us not having a Boxing Day for like a holiday, they talk about Boxing Day, like I said, because it's Canada and stuff. And they also made the show Stoked, where it's like, again, it's like 16 but surfers. Like they're working at like a resort, and it's like all like during the summer they're having like their little like romances and like funny shit happening. And there's a thing in there that I really want to fucking try, called a beaver tail.
I've had a beaver tail before.
Those sound good as fuck. They sound like they're donuts, but like without like, I don't know, like but bread rather than like a donut like type.
Very good. Very good. I don't remember where I have them. I remember having one.
But have you ever heard of those shows,
Why
by the
is
way?
this called a beaver tail? What?
You were saying though.
And it was stupid, but what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask if you seen those shows, 16 or Stoked.
Heard of 16, don't know Stoked.
Okay.
But I do remember, and this is like fucking. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but it was. Oh wait, it's fucking. I don't know why I didn't think. Invader Zim. Did you watch that?
I remember seeing it, and I know like Little Uzi is like tied with it, like in a way. Like I'm not saying that like he's in it or like was a part of it like during the like actual runtime, but like he just like has an affinity for it.
Yeah, no, because I remember he quoted Invader Zim a couple times.
I think he
But
might have
like,
even sampled. I bet it. I wouldn't
he
put it past
sampled
him
a
to
part of it.
sample. You know,
He
Trippy
is.
Red's also like in an unreleased song. Sorry, but he's sampled Crash Bandicoot.
I did know that. Yeah.
It's
I don't know why
really,
he
it's
went
pretty
that,
good.
but yeah, I never played Crash Bandicoot.
I
I
never
never really got
really
into it.
played it. I remember playing Sly Cooper on a friend's PlayStation.
I remember all I had growing up was a Wii, and I was like,
Whee!
"Holy shit!" Hold on. Okay, we're gonna end it after this, but I have to say this. Does anyone remember GameFly? Do you remember GameFly?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I wanted to do
my
that
parents
so
always
bad.
found a way to like get more shit off of them. We made new account after account after account after account after account after account, getting all these free games and then closing the account. And then we just had fucking games. Like I remember in Kirby's Yarn World something.
Mm-hmm.
I played the fuck out of that. We got Wii Sports Resort. We got all these shit. It was so cool. We got like the one Mario game. I don't remember it, but Super Mario World or whatever the fuck. Yeah, all these games for free, and GameFly didn't do shit. I was like, dude, sweet. This is like $200 in games for nothing.
That's
We never turned
crazy.
them back. I think we definitely like have like those like disc holders somewhere in one of these boxes with those games still inside.
Oh, gotcha.
Guaranteed, guaranteed, dude. GameFly was goaded when you broke the system.
Well, yeah, it's always good. Funny thing, speaking of GameFly and game services like that, I actually got
Um,
Sonic Unleashed and kept it from Blockbuster. So you want to know how old I am?
Block,
Yeah, dude.
there was one
I
near
had
me.
a Blockbuster near me at a point in time, and I remember playing Sonic Unleashed with fucking honey or cinnamon toast crunch. Dude, so goated. That memory is
I,
just nostalgia.
dude, I remember going to Family Video, and me and my dad walked in. We're like, let's get a game that we can both play. Like, bet. Call of Duty Black Ops. We played Call of Duty Black Ops on the fucking Wii, dude. And me and my dad were like, how do you play this? We're like, oh, let's figure it out. And we pulled up like the hunting game where you get like the attachment for the controller where it's like an actual
Yeah,
gun.
dude,
We're
you
like, oh,
got
let's put
that.
this might work. And it worked, but like it was so fucking sick, dude. Like you could barely move around. Like it barely worked, but it was so fucking cool. And my dad's like, this is pretty graphic for something on the Wii. I was like, yeah, but it's cool. Just stabbed his hand in a bar in Cancun. That's sick. Like, I'm not gonna fucking complain, dude. Like, that's awesome. I was like, I don't know fucking how old. I don't know when the Wii came out, but it was so fucking cool.
Dude, I remember those days, man.
Dude, you know what else I remember?
What?
I have work.
Oh, got you. So,
And
sadly, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as if we're going to be parting ways, but we'll be coming back as usual on Tuesdays, baby, because that's what we be doing. We be
we,
consistent Tuesday people,
we
baby,
don't know why we chose Tuesdays, but Tuesdays.
because you can only
Tuesday,
be gay
baby.
on Tuesdays, baby.
Oh, swear to God.
All right,
Light it up, motherfucker.
but ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming through via Spotify, YouTube, or however you'd be reaching this. If we get to new connections of outputs for different like platforms for like videos and stuff, but
Who knows? Apple might be coming up on Apple Podcasts eventually.
indeed, we will be working and figuring more stuff out as time goes on because we've been more like talking about ideas and as well as we mentioned prior to past episodes with us being more consistent and like talking about it. It's just been really good. So I'm just really excited to try to get more one-on-one time with Connor, if you know what I mean. I'm kidding, but what I mean though is that like just getting to like talk with Connor about more about what the whole like Boneheads is going to be becoming as time goes on. Even though it's very like small and everything right now, and just talking about like what ways we can try to like grow and improve. We just also want to try to work on, or I could speak on my behalf, and I can imagine Connor would be attesting to this as well too, where we want to try to help you guys out at a point in time whenever we're able to do everything to be able to get you guys like different sponsorship help and anything like that too. And just any help and just keeping us in mind and sharing, like if you really think that somebody might kind of get a kick out of it, would greatly help. Or even just sticking around and just seeing what happens. We greatly appreciate you guys, and we just want to hopefully be able to return the favors that you've been able to give us with just giving us a platform that we've been able to get, and hopefully expand it to where we're able to make it more than just a podcast.
Exactly. And I think that's a great place to end it off. And this has been Boneheads. Um, no matter where you are when you're listening, have a good evening, good morning, and good night.
Yes, sir. Hope you guys have a good time, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Adios.